Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Faculty Focus. My name is your Uncle Kyle, and of course, you know there is no substitute for quality. And on this podcast, remember you can get to like our Midland State University Facebook page, Instagram page, and you can also get to follow our MSU Radio social media platforms as well. You will get to find this podcast there. But today on MSU's Faculty Focus, we are honored to be joined by a thought leader in governance and public policy. His name is Dr. Sharon Hofisi. We welcome you to the Faculty Focus podcast.
Many thanks, and I'm very much obliged to be gracing this podcast and sharing insightful views.
Definitely, and we must apologize for keeping you waiting. You came very early, and I must say you were on time. With this weather, it's not that easy. How's the weather, and how's the weather in Gweru treating you?
No, thank you. Our patience is a virtue, and we had to wait. The weather is kind of like very much okay, and I think it's good for us to be sharing the background and also appreciating how beautiful nature is. So everything is nature.
Right. So without wasting much of the time, tell us about your academic background and probably what inspired your journey into public policy and devolution research. Walk us through that.
No, thank you very much. I'm deeply honored to share my academic acquisition. I am a transdisciplinary researcher with interests in law, public policy, and also theology. I hold qualifications, advanced qualifications in law with the University of Pretoria, where I had my PhD in law and transformative transitional justice. I also have qualifications in international relations, and I have had occasion to teach law-related courses in the governance and public management department at the University of Zimbabwe. Currently, I'm with the Center for Public Policy and Devolution, and what motivated me is that I am a conversation starter, and also I like dismantling silos in academia, and this actually motivated me to come and join the Center for Public Policy and Devolution, where we are visibilizing issues to do with public policy and also starting conversations with pillars of the state, the third sector, academia, and also CSOs and the global community at large.
Speaking of the center, what are some of the flagship projects or probably research outputs the center has probably produced lately? Probably you might want to walk us through that, and how do they support Zimbabwe's development?
No, thank you very much. We do train local councillors in leadership and local government management. We've worked with our very own Gweru municipality, Gweru City Council, and we're funded by our partners. We also have had 3 consultancies for local authorities like Chikombaro District Council, Zvishavane, where you house, and also we have Norton and other actors. We do public service dialogues, and we work with the Minister of Government and the Minister of Government. We have established memorandums of understanding with key stakeholders, which we think we also maybe transform into memorandums of agreement, where we can then build synergies on how best we can develop our country, bearing in mind that we also have our NDS1, and we also have the Zimbabwe Devolution and Decentralisation policy, which came in 2019 and 2018. So those are the flagship aspects we're doing. We also have short courses we're running, and we train professionals. We want them to be deep-rooted into how devolution has some constitutional dimensions, and also the policy cycle aspects, which they must grasp in their endeavor to make Zimbabwe a fully developed country, and to make us realize our Vision 2030 and also Agenda 2063 under the auspices of the African Union.
All right. You can agree with me that in some instances, some degrees or professions are now rendered as useless sometimes because they do not offer opportunities. It might be internship opportunities, it might be field work, amongst other things. What opportunities does your center offer to students, so that to some of the students or aspiring students who want to join your center will also feel like they want to join it because it offers certain opportunities for the in terms of field work, in terms of internship? Can you just walk us through the opportunities that the center offers to a mere student out there?
Thank you very much. For prospective students, our programs are very much immersive, field-oriented, and action-oriented. We rely not just on theory, but also on practice. We do field researches, and also we embarking on a policy lab where we believe that our students are not just going to be like walked through mere theories, but they are also going to be grounded into the lived realities of different communities. And then we visualize what is happening in different local authorities. If we have our policy labs, students can participate in field work. They also have an appreciation of different policies that are linked to devolution, be it maybe health policy, be it the general of public policy, be it working with third sector organizations where they have the opportunity to showcase their skills. We also focus on making sure that when we have evidence-based research, the student is not just going to have training or to have skills in hard subjects which they are pursuing, but they also have soft skills, transferable skills, which they can then use to become a total person, bearing in mind our motto that it's our hands, it's our hearts, it's our minds. So we want to make sure that our students are also benefiting immensely from that aspect, and even mooting an idea that if we have mobile police clinics, our students are going to benefit immensely in making sure that they also work with professionals who can then help them professionalize their academic career.
Dr. Hofisi, I must say that your portfolio is quite impressive looking at it. How does your work contribute to decentralization, inclusive governance, and probably Vision 2030 as well?
Okay, thank you very much. Decentralization and devolution work like Siamese twins. So what we do is we work with local authorities, like if they have customer satisfaction surveys, we work with them. When they want us to engage in training on performance contracts, we also work with them. We want to make sure that they have access to the concerns by the various spheres of influence they serve. So we also even work with church organizations, which also help local councils and citizens to build dialogues. And when we do that, we are not just there to be a research institution, but we're making sure that those vulnerable sections of our society, the generality of the population who want to access different services in local authorities, can use, for example, the church social teachings to speak to issues on constitutionalism and the other founding values that we have in the Constitution, bearing in mind that our devolution now is not just a matter of public policy, but a matter of constitutional realization. So when we also do public awareness campaigns, we are also making sure that our students are benefiting immensely from those initiatives. And in that extent, we are also making sure that devolution, in terms of how the local governments and also the other tiers of government that are spelled out in Section 5 of the Constitution are also making sure that they provide accessible services and goods to our citizens. And in that extent, we then contribute to our national policy and vision 2030, and also making sure that we realize this devolution policy where we are saying we should not leave anyone behind, but we should make sure that we grow together as a nation, visibilizing everything that is beautiful about Zimbabwe.
Well, if you are an aspiring student who is aspiring to study with Midland State University under the department that Dr. Hofisi comes from, I must say that you have had the opportunities that the department gets to offer. And the only question that they might have, it's not a question per se, but as we come near the end of this edition of the Faculty Focus, what would you say, Doc, to a student who is considering research and probably post-graduate study in policy and governance at Midland State University?
We're saying to students out there, this is your moment. We are your sender. You can come and be part of our short courses. You can also be part of our MPhils and DPhils. We work with the Governance and Public Management Department in the Faculty of Social Sciences. We have able-bodied supervisors, myself, and also we have our coordinator, Dr. Vincent Chakunda, and also Dr. Mugari and Dr. Melo. They are transdisciplinary researchers, and they can help you electrify your quest to be a stalwart in academia, and we can also even electrocute all your fears if you join us and also be part of the MSU community, MSU Irkurira, if you can say. And if you are not part of the MSU community, you will not be part of our hands, our community, and our minds, as our motto says. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Sharon Hofisi from the Midland State University. My name is your Uncle Kyle, and I think you have heard it yourself. This is the Faculty Focus. Why are you going to any other university when you have your university of choice? So until we meet again next time, stay tuned to Midland State University radio station, and remember to also share and comment and like and subscribe as well. Until we meet again next time, Dr. Hofisi, we really want to thank you very much for coming through to this edition of the Faculty Focus.
I'm very much obliged, Angokaya, and thank you very much for inviting us and making sure that everybody wants to be part of the MSc community, and we'll continue to visibilize our mission and make sure that our vision is also known out there, even in any part of our country and globally. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc. Let me take this time to also say a big shout out and also send my appreciation to also the guys behind the scenes. Big shout out to the guys from the marketing and communication department as well, Mr. Boy and the team. Let me also say a big shout out to the guys from the technical department for Midland State University radio station. Big shout out to Villa, big shout out to Ralph, big shout out to Mary, and of course, big shout out to you who's going to be watching this podcast. Until we meet again next time, it's bye-bye for now.